Faders of the Lost Art.
Welcome to another amazing episode of Faders of the Lost Art. We're here live at NAMM 2026. It has been an incredible 3 days so far. We've done a ton of interviews. We've got to hang out with our homies, heavy hitters, movers and shakers, the taste makers, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. We're blessed to be just hanging out, having a good time. NAMM is like our new year, our musical new year, and we love it. We love it. Quickly, before I start, I'm going to give a big shout out to Dutch and Dutch. Thank you guys so much for hosting us. It's been an incredible time hanging out here at Dutch and Dutch. Of course, I'm a big Dutch and Dutch fan. I use them. I've been using them since 2019. They literally took my mixing to the next level. So check them out. Big shout out. Thank you guys. Another shout out to our boys at Cloud Mics. They've got an amazing new preamp out. They've got the CLOUDLIFTER Mini. Look at how small this thing is. The cloud, you can just plug it right into your mic. So it's sick, dude. CLOUDLIFTER Mini, seriously though, they took the OG CLOUDLIFTER and made it freaking tiny. We put it on every one of these mics. So if you're wondering, we're running through CLOUDLIFTERs. Let's go. And again, the new True Blue CLOUDLIFTER preamp and this 2-channel Quagliardi. Shout out to my boys at Quagliardi. They fucking killed it with this. It's a super simple, super light. Like I put this thing in my backpack and I take it everywhere. I love this little thing. So that's my new lunchbox joint right there. And of course, honorary shout out to Odyssey and a huge big shout out to Steven Slate, the VSXs. Changed the game with the VSXs. And now he's got the immersive VSXs. So big shout out to our boys and girls out there working hard, making amazing gear for us. Thank you so much. And of course, can't forget Arturia, our Arturia family. We love them. Super clean conversion. I mean, crazy what you can do with just the Audio Fuse Studio. It has so much capability in one small box. So I definitely love that. And without further ado, I'm going to present my friends and co-hosts here on today's show. Big Diego Coco in the building, Miami in the building. We got a lot of Miami in the building. Let's go. He's an A&R producer, engineer, international traveler extraordinaire. He's technically an executive. You want to go there, but you know, we're young, so we don't like that term. You don't. KILLSHOT, also an executive go-getter. He's an amazing engineer. He recorded Key Glock, Let's Go. He's recorded a ton of the South rappers in the South. Kodak, he's done a ton of shit with a lot of hip hop shit. So big shout out. Thank you for coming on, KILLSHOT. It's big killing gang. And like I said, he's an executive kind of guy. Like he's about his business. He get his shit right. And music is not just music, it's also the music business. So we all got to eat. So the more you know about the music business, the better you're gonna do. Let's just put it that way. It's so important. It's not just about music, of course. That's where it all starts, but we've got to eat. So you got to keep your shit together. You got to keep your T's crossed and your I's dotted. And it's the shit that nobody wants to do, but we all have to do it. So don't forget, tap in with these guys. They're all a fountain of knowledge on that. So my left, the legendary Jean-Marie HORVAT, my man. He is literally spans across decades, hits in every decade. I know.
Sound really fucking old.
I know. But that's the sound of success, baby.
I just like that the youth is on this table, and I'm part of that youth movement. Right?
Yes, sir.
And me and Kill Switch, we know each other, baby. I actually did something with him, so please.
Yeah. No, for real. Like.
He's fucking tired. I know that. This motherfucker has 10,000.
One thing I can tell you about Jean-Marie is like he's a hitter. He's a producer and the most amazing engineer I know. Some of my favorite records. I like sit there and cry to Aunt Clemons records. And for real. And I learned so much from just listening to Jean-Marie's records. But one thing he does really, really well is stay current. John is so good at staying current and like all the new tools, all the latest trends, hanging out with like the newest artists and just knowing how the sound is evolving. Like, man, I applaud you and commend you on that. You're a genius.
Oh, no, man. It's just like, instead of hating, we should be congratulating. We should embrace the youth and listen to what they have to say. But we'll get down to it.
Yeah, that's why we fuck with Jean-Marie. That's what I'm saying. And last but not least, my man, my brother, Daniel ESCOBAR, hailing from Miami, hailing originally from Colombia, growing up in Miami, 305, represent, you know what I'm saying? 305 in the building, and now he is not slowly, he is quickly but surely taking over the West Coast. He's now West Coast based. He's literally in every one of the top sessions and every one of the top studios in LA. They all know Danny by the first name basis. So definitely been killing it. Big shout out Danny. He's got tons and tons of credits. Check him out. Daniel Escobar on the boards, baby. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. What's going on, y'all?
Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing.
Was good. How's your NAMM been so far? What's the vibes? Like, what's the new shit? Talk to me.
I think Warm Audio had a great boot this year, not gonna lie.
That sounds mad, what's the word? Like, ironic? What'd you like over there?
Just the presentation aspect. Some good guests, like events and stuff. Mixed with the masters, they are never miss, you know? But
Of course.
yeah, I think they had a cool little demonstration thing going.
I love Warp Audio's presentation. Anywho.
Okay. You know what I was fucking with? I went to see Phil at SSL,
Okay.
and I checked out the Oracle.
Yeah.
A new other console they had. Yo, that Oracle ain't no joke, man. I like that thing, but I like it, but I don't want to pay for it, but I really want it. It's actually really, really cool.
That's sick.
Ken got that Cascade thing.
Yeah, that's right.
That
Shout out.
shit
I
is
love that.
fucking
I
dope
love it.
as
I
fuck.
love it. Yeah.
And my brother right here has got something going on there too.
Right.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ryan.
That's right. Shout out to the telephone.
Yeah.
The telephone app plugin. So if you want a telephone effect on your shit, it's got the telephone plugin. It's literally like the simply both Cascade by Cam Lewis. Best reverb ever, most simplest reverb ever.
Yeah.
It's like my new favorite reverb. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's like right there. It's like stupid proof.
But does it need to be complicated? Seriously, it's a fucking reverb.
It's reverb and delay. Like, just come on, just give me the setting. Like give me the knobs. Like, don't hide them. Don't make them look funny. Don't give them funny names.
All right, we got a bunch of engineers here, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Someone's puffing the bullshit when they say, "Holy, you hear that reverb?" Yeah. What is it? Valhalla.
Yeah.
It's like that's isn't it this or that? No.
No, Valhalla on stock. Valhalla on the stock preset.
Yeah,
like,
it
bro.
sounds great though. It does. Yeah. Well, it's too much, right? Back it down.
Right.
It's like people try to complicate things, and I think the youth movement's realizing you're full of shit.
Right.
All this like touchy-feely shit, you're full of shit.
That's right. You do literally
Harbor.
keep it minimal. Just make it work. We need gear that works, straightforward, you know. And again, shout out Cascade, shout out Cam Lewis, Mixing Night Audio. That's a sick plugin. It's debuting here at NAMM, so it'll be, by the time you guys see this, it'll be out. So definitely go check it out. And of course, like I said, how many times? What up, Stevie B in the building? Yes, sir, legend. How many times have you tried to dial in a telephone effect and you're like sitting there for like 20 minutes and you're just like, oh, whatever, it's good enough, you know? Or you just go to the Pro Q and just hit telephone effect, or Futzbox and hit telephone effect. Well, he made a whole plugin for the telephone effect, and it's really easy to use. He's also telling me about some next level. Can I talk about the next level stuff? You want to tell me a little bit about the next level? Like, you're going to integrate like a group chat, sort of like forums.
It's already in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it got, a group chat, it got mini games, there's a AI tech map that kind of gives you all the latest knowledge. Try to literally make it a smartphone in your dog. That's what our motto is. Smartphone in your dog.
And you can, process your audio through telephone effects. So it's sick.
right?
It's sick, dude.
That's fire, right?
Sick. What about you, Diego? What new stuff have you seen at NAMM that you kind of
The Distressor, the new 50 Distressor, digital control. It's digitally recallable and
The retro?
yeah,
No
you
shit.
can control it with your plug in. It's great. Yeah,
sick?
they didn't say that, but Sweetwater said so awesome. And then
Yeah, actually, he's
trust it.
sending one out to me to check out because he said, "John, you got to check this out." I said, "I need two." He goes, "Well, try one." I said, "No, I need two."
That's right. That's
You
right.
need two.
If it's coming from you, Dave, I need two, baby. I know it's gonna be good.
It's going to be hot.
That's
Speaking of Dave, can we just take a minute and represent the GOAT himself, the legend, Dave Vinsano? Wish he was
the one
here
and
with us.
only. Yes, sir. Dave Vinsano, we love you, brother. You're a man. You've done so much for us. You've done so much for us for so long. The whole community, there's millions and millions of people that love you, and we just want to give you your flowers, shout you out, and tell you that we love you and we thank you. And a lot of this that we do is because of you.
Yep.
You know, we're sitting here
Yep.
because of you. You know, so man, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, man.
We
We
just
love
gotta
you.
support Dave right now.
That's
you know?
right. That's right. Reach out, do whatever you can to help. And, you know, we love our boy. He's giving us so much. The least we can do is take care of our boy when he needs us, you know?
What did you like that you went out here?
My favorite, you know, one of the things that I've been hunting down is a 2-channel lunchbox. I love this thing. It's pretty sick.
You just showed me that today. I
Yeah.
thought that was so dope because it's so goddamn light.
It's so light,
Put it
dude.
in your backpack and you're ready to go. But you know what's sexy?
These Cloudlifter minis,
Yo,
dude.
man,
This
that's
Cloudlifter mini, yes.
genius.
An OG Cloudlifter in just a little barrel size thing. You don't need 2 cables anymore. You just pop it right into the end of your XLR.
I
And,
just thought that was genius. And it's so simple, right? It's just a simple thing.
And
Hey, OT.
Roger, hey, OT in the building. What's up? Austin Sexton in the building. Let's go. Omar, let's go. What's up? Listen, he was explaining to me, Roger Cloud was explaining to me what they had to go through to build the PCB board that was in the blue box inside this tiny little, it's just obviously because your XLR goes here, your XLR goes there. So they had this much real estate to build
That's it.
a whole computer chip. So they basically made an apartment building of computer chips. They just kind of stacked them up, and there's, you know, and the whole entire Cloudlifter is right in here. It's nuts. So definitely check out Cloud's new stuff, and you can't forget their preamps, the True Blue, like the True Systems. They collaborated with True Systems, and one of the cleanest pre's ever. They have a discrete circuit, so you can there's a mode where you just bypass all the circuitry. It just goes input to output. As far as, you know, clean gain, no resistors and stuff. So
It says 6'7".
6'7", let's go. Serial number 6'7". You know the vibes. So guys, what's up? Talk to me. What's been bothering you guys? What's something that you guys would change about the current state of the music industry?
Have you guys gotten like AI stems?
I was
mix?
gonna say, there it is.
I was just yo.
I was gonna say AI.
AI sounds amazing as a rough mix. The second you go put some juice up in it in a mix and you try and compress stuff, the aliens start to come out. That's what I say. The aliens start to
It's a
come out.
mess.
It's nuts.
Do you
Shout out Bryson. Shout out Grandmaster Flash in the building.
do you realize that when, like, I'm gonna leave the companies out of it. Say, John, we got an AI thing. I said, I don't want to hear it. No, try it. I said, I did try it. It's just, it doesn't sound like me. It's like, how's someone gonna hear what I hear?
Right.
They don't even know who the hell I am. Well, it's modeling you. Not that day. What happens about the fucked up day? And I have this fucked up feeling, but then all of a sudden you give me happy joy in the goddamn mix. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
I want my emotions in the mix. They don't know what emotion I'm going through. And I think that's the one thing I kind of miss, that human interaction. And I think that's what, you know, like these young brothers are realizing that. They say, like, look, I'm already competing for myself. Why the hell am I competing with AI? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, modeling and stuff like that. Yeah, you could tweak it, but there's nothing that's going to sound like a 140 plate.
So I'll give a perfect real life example. Let's say like John has his sound, Danny has his sound, I have my sound. Killshot has his sound, Diego has his sound. You know what I mean? Like, people don't go to you because you're a better engineer than the next guy. Everybody here is an amazing engineer.
Their
They
own
go to
tone.
you for your taste,
Yep.
right? So now, let's say we all use AI plugins. Now we're all gonna sound the same. We literally homogenize the entire music industry. It's like, what?
But Nico, we all have the same plugins, but we all mix differently because of our taste palette, right?
Exactly.
And so you trying to tell me that this fucking digital thing's gonna tell me what my taste palette is compared to his taste palette? Nah, man. So it's like I embrace the future, but can we curtail that shit just a little bit?
I agree.
Shout out to Demiza. That's like he's been talking about that
He's
shit
been
for a
putting them
minute.
on blast.
Yeah.
You don't let him sleep. Boy.
No, I was trying to catch him yesterday because he has a lot to say, especially when, did you hear the shit about what Matthew McConaughey did?
What happened?
He patented himself.
Oh, so AI cannot.
So AI can't help. Yeah, I'm about to patent myself.
I'm
I'm a patent motherfucker.
Hey, that'd be
No, you'll
sick.
get paid like a motherfucker, don't you?
Yeah, you might need to, but hey, you might need to.
But no, but seriously, it's like, just say for instance, Daniel right is an artist, right? And he sings a verse. That verse is in the meta world, AI world. Look what happened to Suno. I'm leaving other people's name out of it. Read between the lines.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they got in trouble. Their stocks went down because of that reason. It's like taking someone's you're now intellectual property.
Right.
People don't really understand that. It's your gift, that's your idea, that's your statement, right?
As a producer, as a songwriter, as a mixing engineer,
Exactly.
all of that, all of your taste, everybody brings a little bit of sauce to the plate.
Someone AI'd me, like my snare. How the fuck did you get my, yeah, seriously, off of stems?
That's great.
And I said, you're full of shit. So I listened to it. So I listened to the snare that they got it from, right? They were off by a lot because it was too bright. So the AI saw that algorithm. Yeah, I'm down for helping. But don't use it as a goddamn crutch. And that's what I'm really afraid of.
Don't use it as an excuse to be lazy.
Exactly.
That's not what this industry was built upon. This industry was built upon being the best at your craft.
And that's why I talk to young engineers, young producers. He goes, what template do you use? And I said this for many years, Nika, you know that. I don't have templates.
Yep.
I like to start from scratch. I see where the mixer left off their shit, and then we try to embrace what they have. But 9 out of 10 times, and there's five of us up here, I can count. We take up half plugins. I take off pretty much the majority of the plugins.
Yep.
And it's like, they say, yo, well, how'd it make it sound good? I took half your shit off.
Yep.
And then the other problem is with the vocals, and I'm going to leave the microphones out of it, and I'm going to leave the mic pre's out of it. But if you're using the same shit on the same vocals, doing 10,000 dips and jips, and oh my God.
Yeah. I was
That
talking
one-
to Jimmy Douglas about that. We call it the brush or the comb, where they just literally have like 100 things that looks like a comb. And it's like, what is that going to create? Comb filtering.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The wild thing about it, I got young guys hitting me up. They saying, what can I do? I said, what did you get? This, and that. Do me a favor. Take all that shit off. Put your sound on there. Well, that's from their mix. No, do me a favor. Because what do you hear? I hear the body. That's what you told me you were missing. So just start taking away stuff
right.
and not really relying on other people's AI type thing, because they have a list of stuff. Like my patches, I will never give an EQ patch. I will never ever give an EQ patch or a compressor patch. I will give you reverb patches.
Okay.
That because you could put that on keyboards. Say if I put it on a snare, put it on a goddamn keyboard track, put it on a vocal track. It's the depth that you mess around with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like EQ is really subjective to that person's ear. You cannot mix the way I mix. I can't mix like Donego, Ryan, or Daniel. Well, you. But if I give you a reverb, you say, yo, man, that might sound dope on the snare. Yeah, now you're taking something like, oh, I took that patch. Now I want to fuck with Jean-Marie's patch now. Now it becomes yours.
Yep.
And that's why I told Waves, I said, I will never give a reverb, I will never give an EQ or a compressor patch or systematically, because people say, yo, you put compressors before EQs. I said, it really depends. It depends how bad the vocal really is. You know, so
how much I need to. Yeah,
Exactly.
Every song is different. There's no vocal chain that's gonna fix any two vocals the same.
But then now let's go back to the AI. But AI says this will work for you. And now we got
everything.
Exactly. Now we got fucking sliced cheese on the goddamn list.
Yeah,
I got it.
I mean, you
Good
got
job.
an EQ for me. What?
Exactly.
What
I got Jean Marie's new template, and it was just God Particle into Ozone 11.
Low key, that's not a bad chain.
Honestly, I don't. Here's the thing: when you start using stuff across the master bus, you got to be really particular about it. If you want to keep the continuity, look. Shout out to Jason Joshua. He made a great fucking product. But when you have something that's loud already and you're trying to change something, there's parameters on Jason's stuff. Back it the fuck down. It's really fucking simple. I don't use it as much because I have a different type of thing that I'm looking for when I mix. But 9 out of 10 times, I'm backing shit, Jason's shit down to down to 10, where something was at 200. I was like, goes, yeah, doesn't that sound good? No. That's why the labels called me. Goes, John, what'd you do? I said, I packed everything down. It's like, look, Jason didn't give you something to say that's a final mix. Jason gave you something to fucking tweak, embrace.
Right.
Same thing with Ozone. If you use the same damn parameters, everybody sounds, he goes, yo, how come my shit doesn't hit like Leon Thomas? Because I didn't use the guy particle.
Right.
I used something else because we were going for a vibe.
Exactly.
Once again, it's the AI type of effect. It's different, but it's the same.
I think it's huge what you said earlier about that you stopped using templates and stuff like that. Because last year I stopped using a template as well, and I feel like my mixes are way more creative now.
And it's just signature now too.
Yeah.
And,
It doesn't matter what fucking plugin we use now. Just you hear what you want in your head and you achieve it. That's it.
Absolutely.
You know. So I think you're so correct.
Yeah, man. It's like, look, you start from somewhere and then you say, I don't like that shit, and it becomes a Daniel mix rather than someone's reference mix that we just got a session from. It's ridiculous.
So guys, you think like now that we have all this accessibility, you know, like anyone could basically record, mix at home. Everyone, you know, it's super accessible. You think it's raised the bar for good music, or you think it's lowered the standards? What do you guys?
Just lower the standards.
I think it's raised the bar.
Tell me why.
I think it raised the bar because for most people, number one, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So they can use every little home tool and this and that, and it just still won't compare to like having a room with a high-end mic and a 1073 and a CL1V. There's just like levels to it, right? You can get a great mix, but it's not industry quality. And I feel like the industry quality sound is dying out, competing against like some bedroom shit nobody knows. Like, I swear to God, I mixed a song 2 months ago that came from fucking rap chat on someone's iPhone. You'd have never known that's what they recorded it in. But I'm like, why'd the stem show up like this?
That's crazy. So why do you say what you say?
I think it's lowering it because I feel like a lot of people now, they think that like they know everything the engineer does.
I can skip studio time and just do it in my bedroom.
Yeah,
and
like
I
even
got the
basic
plugin, so
skills.
I'm good.
Like I'm at Glenwood all the time, right? And I see people come in, they patch into the famous 1073 CL1B, they just crank it, do whatever. They don't know how to use the stuff,
Right.
but they don't want to ask an engineer. They don't want to like really dial in a sound. They just want to crank it, slap a bunch of plugins on it, and hope for the best. You know?
I can't tell you how many times I pulled up on a producer doing, you know, engineering or whatever, and they literally have like the CL1B like slamming.
Yeah, it's
And they're like, yeah, the artist's already in the booth, like we're about ready. Just hop in the chair and go. And it's like, my boy, you really doing that on the CL1B? Like, do you what?
and it's a great compressor, but that's not something you want to like slam.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Absolutely not. So you immediately know this guy has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah.
My problem is when the beat makers do not know what the fuck to do when they put out stems, especially people that use Ableton. Okay, I'm going to give a gem to everybody.
Let's go.
When you track out stuff, please keep the fucking plugins on there.
Yeah.
So we get the goddamn thing as close as possible to where you had last. And I don't want separated fucking kick drums, because when you separate the goddamn kick drums or snare, it doesn't sound like the production you gave me. And all this mucky muck, my shit sounds that because you fucking gave it to me that way.
Yeah, because
That's why I always ask, give me your Logic files, give me your Ableton files, and then you got these dudes saying, well, I'm going to give you shit because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Right.
Like,
That's
well,
great.
that's my sound.
You know,
What
John,
fucking sound? You already got paid for this fucking thing. You got your publishing on it. Give me your shit so I can do my fucking job.
right.
Stop.
I'm not trying to steal no sauce. Nobody wants
I'm gonna be your
fucking sauce
producer.
anyways. Yeah.
Fucking
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
so
that happened more recently. We're dealing with UK people sometimes. They're like, they don't know. And when I explained it to them, they were so happy because we never knew. We thought you wanted everything separated. And the other thing is, if you're doing background vocals as engineers, can you please put all the same tracks, like all the harmonies
Together.
the units together, so it's like two, because we left it for you. You left me a fucking mess.
Yeah, you did.
It's like, I think people need to get back into the studios, like a Glenwood Place, you know, like somewhere down in Miami. Get in the studio, get them to create. If producers, not beat makers are writers.
Right.
Just because you gave us a track doesn't mean that you're a producer. You're a beat maker.
Yep.
If we get the beat makers in the studio, I bet you they'll be 10 times better producers.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
I want the labels to fucking start spending money. Get off the fucking purse string. Shit, you're making almost 90% of every fucking stream. You got the money. Don't give me that bullshit. Get them in the room. Educate them. Let them have that bond between
That camaraderie, yeah.
that writer producer
One
and
thing
writer.
we're missing a lot is you know, back in the day,
Yeah.
you had a ton of studio, and out here in LA, you have a ton of studio complexes where there's a bunch of studios, you know, all the different engineers in every room, and everyone just kind of knocks on their neighbor's door and borrows a cup of audio sugar.
But
And
but it's like one of the iconic studios shut the fuck down.
right,
Record Plan.
right.
Like, what the
Insane.
fuck? Thank
So,
God Learnwood's still open.
Right.
You know, thank God, thank God for John Mayer and Mick G, all right? Buying A&M, now Chapel Studios. I can't wait to see Fario. Fario says she still gets book rate. I'm not saying how much it is, all right? You got to call Fario on that one.
Yeah.
But it ain't cheap,
Yeah.
and they're still getting it. You know what? There's hope for us. There's hope for, like, us to get into the room and do our job, because that's how we make great records.
Right.
Now it's like the bedroom stuff. Yeah, everybody has their pros and cons. Is it accessible? Yes. Is it easy to put down ideas? Yes. Is there room for improvement? 100%. 100%. I don't care where it comes from, but wouldn't you want to be surrounded by individuals that want to take your shit to another level? Stop the me shit. Start doing the we shit. We can achieve more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'll say this on a positive note. Like on that note, it's like one of the cool things that I see is like, you know, we have mediums like this, like Faders a lot, start passing on this knowledge for this next generation and maintaining the art alive. And if we have AI being used in the correct way, so from a business perspective, the new independent artist has to do all these different things and wear all the hats, if you will. And so if they use AI to do certain administrative things, they would have more time to work on their craft, to learn from people like all of you. And like that is going to really allow them, okay, oh, I don't have time because I got to make content. That's a full-time job. We hear everyone say that. Or I don't have time for this. But now that can all be automating.
Right. Let's automate the easy shit, the mundane shit, not the creative shit, the fun shit. Let's automate the dumb shit.
So from like same in the music business side of things, right? Like we would spend time like looking at Excel documents and whatever. And like now I could download a CSV and like analyze what I want, have it tell me like what to look for. And I could spend the rest of my time having dinner with people and having fun, like just talking to my friends and building real connections or being in the studio or working on the records that I want to work on and participate in. Right. So I think there could be a beautiful, like bright side, but we have to really defend it.
Right.
And use it for that and create that culture.
Exactly. Well,
I don't mind that. I get what you're saying, because it's like, you know, look, I hate doing the clerical fucking work.
Right.
And certain things I need AI to like
speed up.
paraphrase stuff.
And I'll tell you one more.
Speed up the process.
I think you'll like this.
Yes.
So I spend a lot of time in the AI from the business side of things just because I'm curious about it.
Right.
And one of the things that like Google Gemini has been a cool one. So they have this feature called Gems. Have you all heard of that?
Yes.
So as you're having your chats with Gemini and you're doing whatever, at the end of the chat, if you like what was happening, you can ask it, hey, create me a context file in markdown format. This is recorded. And then that context file, you copy into a Google Doc and you go make a new gem. So what happens is this context file will basically have all the things in your lens that you want to look for. Or when you're thinking of writing that email, what are the things that you personally...
So instead of having to re-prompt it every time, it's like...
It's not about prompts. That's the thing. If I think this AI game now is about prompts, it's no longer about prompts in 2026. If you're using prompts, you missed the train. So like, put yourself into it. So I have gems of my own. I could write an email like I would that would think of the things that I like to consider. But again, that's just my taste, just like all of you have your own taste.
Right.
So there's a bright light, but it has to be used correctly, and we have to promote that culture. Because everyone still thinks it's a prompt, and it's making up its own thing. And it's not good.
I like that. I kind of like that, man.
Because you can't let this thing hallucinate. You got to tell it exactly what to do and what not to do.
Well, exactly. As I was beating the shit out of AI, that's the reason why I picked up the iPhone 17, because of the clerical work, the business side of it, because I don't have an assistant. Natalia, who I call my AI, I call her Natalia, she takes down everything. So she's hearing everything that I'm doing, and then she puts everything in paragraph form so I can give it to my manager, certain distributors and shit like that, because it's so, now that's dope for that. But I also still want my assistant. I would love to, partner up with somebody, like bring people in, because I don't want to just rely on me, and the AI. I want the AI to meet another person. I just, sometimes I like to give a connection as well as, but I like that gem thing.
Or I'll kind of say this, maybe risk, but like from an audio work perspective, right? And if it's your own thing, you're going to ChatGPT, you get the context file, you test the file. Not for subjective things of like creative things you would do, but if you're looking for like, hey, what moments do these like peaks happen, and you want to know and go and fix them, send the file, give your context file, and give them how you want it to consider and what are your parameters, and then you have a whole like little list of like, hey, I'm gonna go fix this, and you can mindlessly do whatever else while you fix that, and then you can get to the creative stuff quicker.
Yeah.
So like using it in that sense is kind of like what I'm a big fan of.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm super pro AI. I kind of didn't say nothing.
Me too.
Y'all are like,
that's what it is. So there's room for improvement. So now I looked at it from that perspective. I said, well, you know what? Let me not be a dick. Let me not get on my soapbox with the damn AI. Let me say
good points. So
yeah, I mean, it's like, but there's a balance there, right?
Right,
There's a balance there.
Like Diego was saying, it's about focusing all of our community on using the tools
The right way.
well, like just using the certain tools that are going to help us. So we create the trends of the mundane clerical work AI and like deconstruct and like don't obviously create the trends of using it to make music, right? So just by nature, that's where I see things going. I see it's like, it keeps pumping out music slop, but it keeps getting my bills all organized amazingly. So, you know what I mean? It's not like I hate AI, but I definitely am not going to use it to do music. And I definitely hate doing my bills longhand.
But
so.
now, Diego said something that we have to be. Well, what happens if certain AI things that can help us in the mixed world, where like, say for instance, we're creating a track that's, man, I wish I got another chord progression. What I'm saying, Natalia, do me a favor, like that's my girl. So Natalia, I said, show me a different chord progression in the evening. We'll try this, try that. So now we're embracing AI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like instead of like we're getting to how can I say this? What's the word when you click writer's block?
Right. It's
AI can help us
for
with
range,
writer's block. Yeah,
but it's not doing the work for you.
exactly.
I like
that.
AI also, like just in a form of productivity. Like I use this app called Forte. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but basically like I get a lot of tracks where the tracks are not named right, or everybody's gotten the audio 1, 2, 3. It's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So this will like scan all the tracks and rename it like kick drum snare.
That's different. Yeah, that's
It saves me time. It color codes the thing the way I like it. It speeds me up, and I like.
that's what Diego was saying. That's what Diego was saying.
Color codes them, right? Yeah, and it kind of groups them together.
Yeah, if
Yep.
it's drums, you can set it to a drum box or however you want it. You just set it up the way you want it, and as long as it's from your workplace.
That's awesome.
or even so from a social media standpoint, to like tell it like how you respond and like what are the things that you try to get. You can have this thing chatting with people for you, and then you just have a little dashboard. You talk to people first too. They're at a certain
That scares me, but yes.
all I know is when Skynet comes online, I'm finding John Marie Horvat.
Yo, let's wrap it with one thing you do every mix. Just a quick little one thing you do every mix. I know it's a tough question.
Want to start from left to right, right to left?
Yeah. Go ahead. One thing you do every mix.
delete plugins, delete. So we don't need a soothe on every bus tray.
Yeah. More is better. All right.
So when I use my reverbs, I run a hull into a eighth note delay, into a quarter note delay, and I finish it with a plate. But on my plate, I set my pre-delay timing to a quarter note or a half note. and it's like really, really low, but I feel like it just glues everything else together because it like feeds one into the next.
Damn. That's some next level shit, dude. I'm gonna have to play this back to get that one written down. John Marine?
First thing I do in the mix, besides sigh, say, oh shit. Nah. The first thing I do when I actually listen to the session.
Okay.
Listen to the session.
It was raw.
And then I sigh.
What's one thing you do? What's one thing you do on every mix?
On every mix,
Yeah.
drop it down about 18 dBs.
Okay.
I start from, I'll give you a gem if everyone wants to know. When someone has a reference mix that's like a lot of this fuck, I drop that down to like -18 or -23. There I can hear the imperfections that's not in the mix because it was too loud.
Right.
So that's where I start
Getting the head drop. You drop all your stems down 18 dB.
their reference mix.
Drop the reference mix down.
So now there's a fighting chance for engineers to mix someone's row, right?
Right.
Then you hear the imperfections on everybody's tracks. You drop that down. Now you started from a -18 instead of -6 dBs, right?
Right.
That's where you can find. That's where you're gonna find your kick drum. That's where you're gonna get your signature. That's what I do. I drop it down. I said, "Oh, he's missing the kick there. That reverb sucks ass. Let me try to do something different." Like people were asking me what I did with Leon Vocals Illusion. There was 4 delays, 6 reverbs,
Wow.
going like this
Wow.
because I lowered the standard down so I could hear what I can put in.
Crazy.
So I lower the mix. I lower the reference mix down, and then from there I might do an overall, bring down everything, and that's it. But each star sounds different. Like the Leon Thomas stuff that was done all in Logic.
Wow.
So there's a difference in sound.
Wow.
When you do it in Pro Tools, you have something. You got some forgivingness,
Right.
of it,
Right.
but you lack that bottom end.
Right. Right.
It's like it's not going to sound like Logic, so you have to trick it. You got to trick it somehow.
That's awesome. What about you, Danny?
I do something simple. I have a DCA with all my tracks, and as I mix, I tend to mix a little hot, so I'm always just turning down after like,
I like that.
I'm just turning down
So-
as I go.
One more time for the slow kids in the back. You put a VCA on all your like group tracks, so like all vocals, all drums.
Just all my tracks in general. Like I personally don't mix too much. I don't really have much of the buses. I like to get everything kind of like on the track individually, and I just group all the tracks and I can stage it down with a VCA as I go. Because I tend to get hotter and hotter as I go, so I just keep bringing myself down.
I like that. And that way doesn't kind of affect your limiting your mix bus.
So kind of similar where he said, I just keep my headroom, and I like to, compressor in my mix bus similar every time, so I just try to keep it consistent.
Sick. I like that. Guys, a wealth of information. This has been an honor. This has been a privilege. This has been a really fun time. I had a great time hanging out with you guys. You guys are amazing. You dropped nothing but gems, knowledge on the folks. We appreciate you guys very much. It's legendary status. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Faders of the Lost Art. We're out.
Don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And see you next time on Faders of the Lost Art.